So basically, they monitor, collect data, record data, um, everything to like keep you in control, even from manipulating energy to place particular beings within your life. Um, Now, because I am jumping around, but all of this runs deep and it's still important. I'm about to get into the false lens. Now, understand that many of even some of the beings that they strategically place within your life, or because everything is not linear, and they have access to different timelines, and they have access to different information that sometimes you're not privy to because you're focused in the 3D self in a limited construct. So they have like the ability to tap in sometimes and see future timelines of particular beings and things of that nature, and that's how they set up particular energetic plays, because it's chess moves. And that's why I was saying, like, for me, like, divulging much of this information is so that specifically for chosen ones, because we have a divine task to do, and it's important for you to know these things so that you don't keep looping, and you can actually keep moving in the direction that you're supposed to move in, and transcend these things. um who was I saying? So basically, like, yes, they have all these different energetic plays that where they manipulate things and move things around and move certain people to this specific place or timeline. So if you meet this particular person and they carry certain attributes or something like that, because maybe you was about to merge on this particular timeline, which this timeline was going to take you into some energy that was potentially going to help you transcend more or get more on your path, especially for chosen ones. They do these manipulations with all beings, but definitely for chosen ones, but so yeah, so they'll like look at that particular time and see that you about to merge on that particular timeline. That timeline might be taking you to another level of power within yourself, or helping you to get, to the fulfillment of your purpose or something. So they might orchestrate something where they might a particular being they might send on your way, just moving things around like on a chessboard, and it's all energetic. And you might encounter this being, and now you thinking, I'm just gonna give an example. Like maybe you found someone and you thought maybe they was a partner or something like that, and it kind of like disrupted your process from you focusing and moving towards that timeline, and now your energy is focused over here. But meanwhile, this person has like particular attributes that is like an anchor that is like keeping you from moving to where you need to get to. You know what I mean? And it's very strategic shit that goes on. And I'm saying all this to say that you have to be very diligent, because a lot of the work I'm doing is specifically mainly for chosen ones, for those that are coming back into their awareness, for those that have a divine task, that are actually here for real work. Like I said, these are things you need to know. You are going to be traversing the energetic world. You were not designed to stay in the 3D limited construct thinking. You weren't designed for that. You Because we're the front runners, and we're going to be guiding others. So you have to understand, especially for chosen ones, there are a lot of energetic plays behind the scenes that they utilize in order to try to trap us or limit us. So you really have to have that kind of mindset where you are on top of everything and seeing everything intricately. So for me, this is like part of my path. Like, I came in early activated. If you watch my videos, I came in early activated as someone that was already clairvoyant, and then, be able to see energetic beings, traverse the energetic worlds, all of that. And then I had to expand and grow from there. So for me, this is part of my task. This is part of my divine mission. This is how I chose to come in, and how I was going to assist, and mainly assist chosen ones into coming back into themselves, by me being the front runner and say, because I had to learn all these things on my own. Like I said, I didn't have anyone that held my hand, that guided me through these energies, and I've been through messed up things to learn the things that I know. But eventually they picked. I'm just gonna say my team picked the right person, but I volunteered as well. So I'm like, I'm the right person to do this job, because first of all, I was born through the Virgo star as well, and through the planet of Mercury. And me choosing the Virgo star, like I'm very meticulous. So everything that I go through when I go through these things, because my mind is very detailed and I'm very organized and I'm very on top of things and I'm very good at chess as well. That was something that I learned when I went to Africa. I was in border school in Nigeria for like 3 years, and one of the years I learned that I know how to play chess, and I was very good at it. And I used to go to like different they used to take me like to different schools down there, and I would play. But anyway, just to say that I'm very meticulous as far as how I stay on top of the energy for myself is why I'm explaining this. And for this type of work, you have to be meticulous. You want to know the plays so that you can have an advantage. I ain't gonna say I always did not fall for the plays, even when I saw them. Sometimes you get in your head that maybe it's not that, and sometimes you got to learn that, oh, it was that. You saw it but you still walk through it. That happens to us. But it's important to see the plays and know the energetic plays and the things that go on behind the scenes. So anyway, getting into the false lens, right? If too many beings are operating from their multidimensional awareness, which is like just your true self, your essence, and you are seeing things through your source lens, your true lens, your God lens, right? You are disrupting the illusionary grid. So when I spoke about how when I went through, if you watch some of my videos, the videos I dropped yesterday about me experiencing activity where I was up for 7 days and I met all of these particular beings and I had to go through the school of everything. And when I went through that process of me learning that I was an anomaly to them, like I was glitching, I was causing glitches within the matrix that they were so concerned with trying to place me back under, that nothing they were doing was working because my higher self set it up like that. That was like a threshold moment, as I said, and something I was supposed to go through, where I was up for that 7 days observing everything and going through the process. But they were so ingrained, the ones that run the matrix, and trying to do certain things to me to place me back into a limited perception or stasis, like not being so open and accessing everything in which I was, the way I was doing it anyway. So when they place these false lens on humanity, this energetic tech that they really place within our eyes, and most of the time you're not going to feel it. I know some human beings, sometimes you might feel certain things, but you just might dismiss it. You could feel a little pinch, you could feel certain things on your body, but you might dismiss it and you might not think anything of it. You know what I mean? And most of the time when you are tapped in and you are fully tapped in and you're open, when they are doing things to you, it's painful, some of the things that they're doing, and also it is annoying. It's very annoying. It's going to annoy you, period, because the fact that you can feel it and you know it and it's a violation to you. But that's why they keep you in a stasis, or a place where you are your senses and everything is lowered. They teach you that they indoctrinate you. Come in with indoctrinations. They teach you only have 5 senses within the matrix. That's a lie. Your senses go way beyond that, because we're multidimensional beings. They teach you certain things so that you will naturally disconnect yourself from your multidimensional awareness and capabilities, right? And so these are just like particular tactics, indoctrination tactics at first. But the energetic tech is like a parasite, and its job is to distort your reality so that whatever you're perceiving when you're looking at something, that you are seeing it through limited perception. You are never accessing the full array of your senses and your multidimensional awareness, because when you access things from your multidimensional awareness, actually what you're perceiving, it doesn't have like limited barriers. It's not distorted. It's like, it's you see things from a higher state of being. So, and when you, because for me, because they can't put me under, they like to continue to bombard me. And so I feel like for people that where you sometimes transcend that, or you transcend the limited perception, they will continue to like throw major parasites at you, like just keep